to have you for the little bit late midweek video. The Perch had an engagement, so we had to take a day later to work on the video, but nonetheless, we're gonna show some great records, man. And that's why you're here. You don't care what day it lands on, eh? All right, man, you guys ready for this? So last weekend, I went to a record show up in Illinois and picked up some pretty great albums. I gotta tell you, man, it was a great show, and I did see a lot of great records, but I don't know, man. I didn't do the prep, like, to get myself jazzed up for it, because I left a lot of cool stuff behind, but I did not fail. I did pick up some goodies while I was there. One especially that I got. And this is going to be some other stuff mixed in that I picked up from like record stores, and also some stuff I got online as well. And stay tuned till the end, because I'm going to show a couple of what, you know, if I called them grails, I would say that these last two are definitely about as close to a grail for me as you're gonna get, man. Ho, some bangers, man. So stick around to the end so you can catch that action. All right, you guys want to drink a little beer first? Let's do it, man. I've had a few here. I already cracked it because I was thirsty. Long day at work, man. You know how it goes. This one goes out to all the great subscribers out there, all the commenters, all the people that follow Cosmic Vinyl. Man, we appreciate you in a big way, so this one's for you and me. So let's get it on.
Oh, yes, my good friend, of course.
All right, here's what we're listening to. A little Black Spirit. I showed this in a video not too long ago. You guys caught this video not too long ago. Some great, I believe it's a little Italian hard rock prog action there for you. Mostly hard rock. All right, let's get on with it. Let's quit fucking around. All right, this first one, man. Here's one you don't see very often, man. In fact, when I seen it, I was like, oh, wait a second here. Oh, what be this and what be that? Let's check it out. Cosmic B, Captain Cosmic Man. Let's check it out. And it's this one here, man. Orange Colored Sky. Look at that cover. Pretty great, man. I mean, if you've seen that, would you grab it, look at it, say, hey, this looks interesting. This was released in 1968 on the legendary Uni label. Yes, we love the Uni label here at Cosmic Vinyl. But yeah, this is like sunshine pop, like psych light. You know, like we drink Miller Lite. Well, this is psych light. I know a lot of you guys out there don't like the Miller Lite, so don't let that comparison throw you off. But yeah, this is really cool, man. Sunshine pop, almost bubblegummy in spots, man. There's the back cover there, nice little weird orange there. But yeah, this sounds really good, man. Quality wise, man, just a really great recording. Upbeat, fun songs. It does have a little distorted bass in certain tracks. Otherwise, the bass is clear, and the great low end is featured on this album. Rich, dynamic vocals, which, man, I love that. There's a time for the gruff, raspy vocals, and this just doesn't happen to be it. Great drum placement on this, man. Like I said, there's some songs on here that are a little bit bubblegummy. In fact, the one track, I believe it's called I'm Taking Her to Dinner. I think I even heard a kazoo on that track. Love it when they get inventive, man. So cool. For fans of like 60s sunshine pop like me, you'll get into this one for sure, man. This is a nice, vibrant recording, man. The title track is super poppy, but it's probably the coolest track on here, man. Very ethereal and very atmospheric, man. I love it. This is just a real beauty from the era of sunshine pop right here. If you like that kind of stuff, you will dig Orange Colored Sky, man. And like I said, you just don't see this out there, man. So when I see it, I have to grab it for sure. It's great. Love it. Orange Colored Sky. Trippy, trippy. All right, so the next one is a group that I have shown here on Cosmic Vinyl before, and I do dig these guys, and when I'm in the mood for some psychedelic soul type stuff, I pick up the Rotary Connection. This is their self-titled debut album released in 1968 on the Cadet Concepts label. Love that label. Check that out. Love it. But yeah, this is pop soul with these beautifully groovy collage of sounds on this. There's the back cover. What a talent these guys are, man. Such tight musicianship and vocal prowess, featuring the amazing Minnie Riperton, man. Woo! Like I said last time I showed these guys, like Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston ought to be bowing down to old Minnie Riperton, because she could friggin' shatter glass with her high end, man. But yeah, these are like a stony version of the Fifth Dimension. I like the Fifth Dimension, don't get me wrong. They're poppy, more commercial. But I like these guys better, man. There are some lysergic tinged moments on this with some like Eastern guitars, trippy soundscapes, especially on the track Turn Me On. What a great song. Now, there is one drawback, and maybe not so much a drawback as probably nitpicking a little bit here. The Rotary Connection do a lot of They do a lot. They do a lot of cover songs. And this is no different, man. There are a lot of cover tracks on here, but they have a way of making them their own. Sometimes the covers aren't even recognizable compared to the original, man. But yeah, I love this. There's a couple of Stones covers on here. You've got Lady Jane and a crazy version of Ruby Tuesday. You've got Dylan, like a Rolling Stone. You've got a Lovin' Spoonful track on here. Didn't Want Me to Have to Do It. And you've got Sam and Dave, the Soul Man. Again, another unrecognizable cover. Like I said, these guys make the tracks their own. They put their own unique spin on it, so I can dig that creativity. Some heavenly orchestration on here. Epic productions. I love this. Now, I didn't notice this when I first got the album, but look on the back there. Looks like there's a little pile of doobie dust right there. And if you look close here, you can see the guys passing a joint around. Let me look just to make sure I got it. Oh, right here. I'll turn it right upside down. On the bottom of the picture there, it looks like they're in a circle laying down, passing the joint. Where is my spliff? I wish my spliff would... Jesus. Pass me my spliff. Anyway, great stony, mellow, melodic stuff right here by the Rotary Connection. Check it out. Now this next album was one that oh man, I couldn't believe it when I found it for the price that I got it for. And now the cover's pretty unassuming, but this is Max Frost and the Troopers, The Shape of Things to Come. Released in 1968 on Tower Records. This is pop rock, garage psych. It's a short LP, clocks in at about 22 minutes. I still don't understand the cover. It looks like they're like in the fetal position there, like about to be birthed, but I'm not sure what, maybe maybe they are the shape of things to come. I don't know. But one thing I should fill you in on here is this is a fictional group, not unlike like the kind of bubblegum situation we had in the late 60s, early 70s, where what you see on the album or hear on the album is not what actually is going on. But yeah, this is a fictional group created for the soundtrack of the psychsploitation film Wild in the Streets, which I thought I had that soundtrack here in the Cosmic Collection, but I couldn't find it. So maybe I need to pick that up. Used to see them all the time, like in bargain bins, but the stuff off of that soundtrack was originally credited to a group called the 13th Power. But from what I understand about this, it was thought that the players on this were actually Davy Allen and the Arrows, because they had done a cover of The Shape of Things to Come as an instrumental, and the vocal duties would have been this guy named Paul Weiber on vocals, but it may actually be Paul Weiber's group, who I mentioned before, the 13th Power, that performs the tracks on this album. Hard to know, I couldn't narrow it down, but this is kind of very like Monkees-like that kind of psych pop kind of stuff, or but way more heavier on the psychedelics than the Monkees. In fact, there's a track on here called the opening, or actually it's the second track, side one, called Lonely Man, that is just absolutely killer. Great psychedelic song. In fact, this is just a great all-around record, man. I love this. Just some really cool, I mean, for a fabricated band, which is could, for all I know, be a bunch of session guys, which usually those guys are pretty tight and great players. This is pretty damn good. Don't let the cover turn you off, man. This is a good album, man. Max Frost and the Troopers. We got a lot of troopers. Hey, man, we got any troopers out there in the audience? Jesus. Now, the last two albums, the bangers. One of them I scored at the record show, and that's this one right here. Bang! Man, I have been looking for this album forever. Could never find it for a price that I felt comfortable paying. Found this at the record show for a good price. Now, here's the rub. It is on side one, and the first track does have, it's a little noisy, a little popping and clicking. You know how annoying that can be. But when we listen to it at a high volume here in the Cosmic Realm, so a lot of times you can't hear that. But the rest of the album sounds absolutely great. God, I was so happy to find this album. Released in 1972 on Capitol EMI. This is Philadelphia proto-metal, post-psych, hard rock, hard and heavy. Comparisons definitely made to Black Sabbath type stuff, especially the vocals. The guy sounds uncannily like early Ozzy Osbourne from Black Sabbath. But, you know, you can compare them to Sabbath all you want, but they do have a sound that's uniquely their own. But yeah, Frank, I think the singer's name is Frank Ferrara. He does sound kind of like a mix of Black Sabbath era Ozzy and like a Robert Plant, right? So, I mean, those two guys, how can you go wrong, right? But yeah, this is cool as heck. Now, this cover art, I never realized that was actually the barrel of a gun until I got this album, looked at it close. So it starts back here, you got the guy, he's aiming the gun, and that's the long-ass barrel of the gun that continues to the other side. Too bad they didn't gatefold it, then you could see it better. But that's the opening of the gun there, man, and it's BANG! Didn't mean to scare you, VC. But yeah, I never noticed that before. Man, I am so happy to have this album. If anything, man, because of the kind of rough sounding beginning of the album. This will be a nice placeholder until I find a better copy, but yeah, solid lead guitar, great vocals. Like I said, Frank Ferrara kills it with that heavy metal, proto-metal approach to the vocal sounds. This would be for fans of like Blood Rock, Euclid, Sir Lord Baltimore, maybe even a little early Grand Funk Railroad. Yep, I've heard it called Doom, like early stoner Doom stuff, but I think that might be just a little overstating, as there is some nice melodic rock in here too. But for the most part, this is just heavy duty, hard and heavy stuff, post-psych. Just a righteous rock and roll of a heavy nature right here with bang! All right, now the headliner. Oh my God, I cannot believe I am holding this album in my very hands as we speak. Oh my God. I do have to say thank you, David Vivo. He's a guy who doesn't have a channel, but he's got an amazing Instagram account. I'll put it in the description here. I'll put it on screen. It's Heavy Bliss with an I instead of a Y. David Vivo. And he tipped me off that Rockadrome had this back in stock, and I was like, I'm on it, dude. Thank you so much. And that's finally Buffalo Volcanic Rock. Finally own this. And I gotta tell you, people, it was everything that I hoped it would be. This is released in 1973 on Vertigo Records originally. This is a nice A Karma release, a 2003 reissue. Australian hard rock, post-psych band, monolithic slab of friggin' proto-stoner rock of the hardest nature right here, the hardest variety. This was everything, man, that I hoped it would be. Proto-metal guitar riffs, killer grooves. The opening track, Sunrise, just starts right out of the gate with some amazing stuff. Heavy doom, trudge that will friggin' steamroll your ass. Especially with the song Freedom, that's the second track on side one. Dave Tice's vocals soar with that 70s classic grittiness, that vocal that we dig around here. And then I'm gonna show you a little cover art here. So you've got the peak of the volcano, right? You got that right there. You got this guy standing there, and I don't know what he's holding right there, but it sure looks like a flaccid penis, if you know what a big red flaccid penis. Of course, he has no penis, so maybe it's his. Then you go down the volcano here, and it becomes looks like a female butt spewing forth lava menstruation. And then in the rocks here, I noticed this the other night when I was really high, there's actually faces like in the rocks. This is crazy. And you've got just an amazing gatefold here with some live shots of the band. There's Dave Tice, the singer. God damn, he just is an amazing singer. The closing track on this is just an absolute banger. It's called Shylock. Oh, Shylock! Oh, Shylock! Pay me now! Pay me now! Pay me now! I love it, man. It's just absolutely a crushing, hard and heavy rocker. One of the coolest tracks that one of the coolest songs and albums that I've ever heard out of that 70s era, post-psych, hard and heavy era, proto-metal stuff. Love this, man. I highly recommend this. God, I've been watching guys show this all along, and I still didn't have it, but now I'm so happy to own it. So that's a little finds for you. If you guys dug this, man, hit the subscribe button. We'd appreciate to have you aboard. That's your invitation, people, to enter the cosmic realm. Make yourselves at home. Grab a cold beer out of the cooler. Help yourself to the goodies, the goodie tray on the table there. Yes. And if you want to be notified every time me and the Perch, the fish man, my editor, put up a new video, hit that friggin' ding-a-ling-ding bell, and YouTube will fill you in when we've lifted a video to YouTube. Also, man, if you like it, if you really, really like it, hit the thumbs up button. We'd appreciate it, man. Otherwise, we'll catch you this weekend. You guys, man, stay cool. Stay cosmic. It's only rock and roll, but we love it. And we will see you around.